Hello, everyone. Thank you all for tuning in. Welcome to our podcast, Forest Talking, where we'll give you industry insights, share knowledge, and much more. I'm your host, Ameer Junejo. And before we start, let me brief you about Forest Interactive itself. At Forest Interactive, we develop platforms and connect mobile operators with their subscribers. Right now, we are operating in 30 plus countries, working with 100 plus content providers, and have the capacity to reach 1 billion users. In today's episode, we'll be delving into the world of design, technology, and interface, which is UI UX. Our guest for today is no other than Ajay, our lead for UI UX at Forest Interactive. So before we get into the intricacies and importance of UI UX, let's get to know him much more. Hi Ajay.
Hi, Amir.
Tell me something about yourself and why UI UX.
Thank you for having me here. My name is Ajay. I was born in India, and then I moved to Malaysia close to 10 years back. And then I studied BSc Honors Computing at Segi University, which is mostly is coding and development and has nothing to do with any of the design stuff. While studying, then I realized that design is something that I really liked it. I didn't have a big interest on coding and development. And one of the reasons being is that, my family, design runs through my family, by doing arts and craft. It can be the painting, metal craft, embroidery is something that my family does. So I know that, artists and design.
So family of creatives, right?
Yeah.
Okay, nice.
I know that it runs through the blood.
It's in the blood.
Yeah. So I want to pursue a career in design kind of an industry. So I created my own portfolio works. Plus, I created my own website.
Oh, ambitious, man. Okay, nice.
Because without having any client jobs or with zero level of experience, I created my own works with my own brief so that I can showcase a portfolio so that I can get a job while searching for the job in the market. And then I joined in Tractive as a lead designer. And during that time, I mostly did graphic designs, logos, animation, and then that's the first time I heard about UI UX also. When they assigned me, Ajay, can you do a landing page UI? Can you improve the UX of the dashboard?
That's how it starts. And then,
yeah. And then I was like, what's the new concept? Let me read more about it. And then I studied on it, and then only I realized that there's not many degrees available for people to do, at least from the bachelor stage.
Okay.
You can only do there are few university where you can do on as a master's, and mostly it's a self-learned, self-practice, but there's a lot of paid online courses which people can do.
Is it because it's a new emerging field?
Yes, because it's so new. It's available in, let's say, Coursera and Udemy as a paid. But if you don't want to pay, there's free resources from, let's say, YouTube. And there are a few websites where you can learn also, like Interaction Foundation. And I learned all of that. And then I joined Forest Interactive as a team lead UI UX designer.
Okay, nice. So how long have you been working for in UI UX?
I'm working close to 6 years. Okay. And I have done more than 60 plus projects on various industries. During my 6 years of working, I work with a lot of notable clients. It can be Grab, MRT Corporation, Old Town White Coffee, Luas, Woodside, etc. And when I first joined Forest Interactive, I was working in a project called Wallet Codes. It's basically selling game credits to the people around the world, basically a mobile application. That's the first project I worked on. And into my daily routine in Forest Interactive is basically design and handle multiple products and services that are available in our company. And my day-to-day, it starts from brainstorming with the PIC, doing user research, try to understand other competitors or doing competitor research.
So whole 360 research.
From end to end.
Okay.
So which includes design also. So we do design and then test the design with the targeted end user and then work with the developer at the end of the product launch. And even after the product launch, we also do a success metric kind of a report to see that, have we reached the target goal that we set up during the start of the project, and we work on many different platforms. It can be dashboards, mobile application, websites, landing pages, you name it.
Interesting. So for our audience as well, right? So if someone has to get into UI UX, so what skills would you recommend? Like what do they need to learn or achieve to progress in this career?
First, I will ask them to learn more about the soft skill, to be master at the soft skill. So one of the first soft skill I want them to practice is the effective communication. Because when it comes to a UI UX, in your everyday job, you do a design, but you need to showcase the design to multiple different stakeholders from multiple different departments.
And not everyone is easy as well.
Yes,
exactly. So you get your idea ahead, right?
Yeah, and making them understand, and like how clearly you will make them understand, how clearly you communicate with those people. That's very, very important. And second is the empathy. You need to have that empathy skill, so that because end of the day, you need to understand the pain points of the user. So you need to have a level of empathy that you can resonate with the end user, so that when you create a design, it solves their pain point.
Wow. And because there's so many people, there's so many different users as well. So you can't exclude anyone, right? So you need to make sure that you know everything and you are really empathetic towards everyone.
Correct, because when we create a design and when we send out a product or services in the market, it will be used by wide range of people. It can be from younger generation of people or older generation of the people, which means you need to understand the user base and to have a level of empathy towards the people.
Interesting.
And then next is the problem solving ability. Because when it comes to UI UX, it's not just you create a design and then you send it off and that's it. It's you always solve a problem. It can be solving a user pain point, or you're solving some business goal that you want to solve. There's always a problem solving thing you have to do. So which is also an important skill set.
Definitely. There has to be a result, right? You need to achieve something for your platform.
Yes, exactly. Okay. And then the last one I'll say is active listening. Because in your overall journey, because you talk with multiple stakeholders, product owners and stuff, you need to have a better active listening. You need to understand and listen to the stakeholders, and you need to understand the business goals, the user pain points, so that you can create better design output.
Okay.
And all this are considered as a soft skill. And then I move on to like a technical skills, which is also important. And let's say if someone wants to design a mobile application for Android, they need to learn the material design guideline from Google just to be aware of it. And then if they want to create a mobile application for an iOS, then they need to learn the human interaction design. Those are like guidelines they need to learn. And also another thing I want people to learn is the UX principles and methodologies. And there's a lot of free YouTube channel, Nelson Norman website, YouTube channel, Interaction Foundation, UX Mastery. There's a lot of free places where people can learn all those things. And then I need people to even have the knowledge of technical things. Because because we constantly work with the developer, so having a knowledge of HTML, CSS will help us better in communicating with the developer
and understand it as well.
Yes, it'll be very easy to solve any problem.
Yeah.
And then the last for technical is having proficiency in the design tools. And design tools comes and go. We were using Adobe XD before.
Keeps changing, right? It keeps changing every time.
It's upgraded like 3 years back. Now like we are using Figma now.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So more than the tool, but mastering the craftsmanship of it, understanding how we are creating it will help them to create the work and showcase to the audiences.
Okay, wow. I liked how you mentioned the soft skills before and first, then the technical skills. Because I think in order for someone to be in UI UX, they need to have these soft skills. These are the prerequisites.
Which is very important.
Which are very important.
Because even during my interview process, I have seen like people having a lot of technical skills. They're very good with it. Because their lack of communication and other skill, I have to reject them.
That makes sense.
And they get rejected by other companies also. Which means more than the technical, the soft skills is also the same levels of important, or I'll say even more than that.
Wow, because you're dealing with so many people and so many different verticals as well.
Yes.
Interesting. Wow. Okay. So during your course of these experiences and everything, has there been any changes whatsoever? What would you say?
I've seen a sudden growth of UX designer. I think COVID played a very big role in the past few years, because during COVID, everyone was staying at home and people has to use digital services.
Scared to come out and everything, right?
Yeah. And they have to use digital services because they cannot go out and buy stuff. Yes. So they opt for delivery services. It can be booking something, it can be attending meeting. So everything becomes digitalized. It increases the demand for digital product, which also increases the demand for the UI UX designer.
Yeah.
So I see a big growth in UI UX side. And also I saw a big growth of artificial intelligence. That's why if you see, even nowadays, you see like Canva having their own AI, Figma, it can be Notion, even Gmail want to introduce Bard into the product and services.
Yes.
And you've seen like AirAsia or like Unify, they have their own AI chatbot. So AI becoming a big bloom. And also the generative AI where everyone knows from, ChatGPT.
And taking the pictures, the new one as well.
That also.
Yeah. Interesting. And I don't think the world can go back now after this, right? Because everyone knows the ease of digital inclusion.
Yes. So I will say that it will only grow bigger and bigger, where we need more UI UX designers in the future. I think the people that we need will keep growing up.
Interesting. So what are the current UI UX projects that you're working on?
Currently, I will say that we work on landing pages for lead generation. That's something that usually come up that we do. And because we having the telcos as our client, we also have to maintain and create dashboards for the telcos and those kind of platform. And also like maintaining our corporate websites and make sure that our websites are up to date with the design trend, which always changes.
Yes, of course, it's always changing. It's always changing. Yes,
and we always need to upgrade our website, not to keep the same thing again.
Keep up with the trend, right?
Yes.
Okay. So, for example, if someone needs to get into this field, right? I know you already mentioned it. So, are there any particular courses that you would recommend them to start with?
I will say that because there's no like degree per se, I will highly encourage them to, one is networking with fellow UI UX designers, and there are platforms like Adaptlist where they can have free mentor session with people working from very big companies. It can be Google, AirAsia. You can talk with them, ask any doubts with them. Plus, you can watch a lot of YouTube tutorials of people talking about UI, UX. So because it's a very, very self-learned kind of a job, so you can follow this too. But again, if you want to learn paid certificate, which is also available in like Coursera, Udemy.
And the funny thing with this is because it's ever changing, so there's no set platform that teaches you this because it's emerging, it's ever changing as well. So it's ever evolving as well.
Yes, exactly.
Okay, interesting. Okay, thank you so much for those insights as well, and thank you so much for sharing your knowledge. I'm pretty sure our viewers are a bit more confident and knowledgeable when it comes to this now. Anything that any last words that you would like to highlight or say to our users?
Yeah, I know one of the bigger doubts for fresh graduates are coming into the business is that they always worry about AI. They always think that, AI will take their jobs. But I want them to think that because AI coming in, now people can concentrate more on the understanding the user pain point, maybe spending more time testing the users, talking with them, understanding the business goal and how do you solve them, understanding gamification, understanding more on the accessibility side because so many people are using it, and creating a product that's accessible for even disabled people, old people, and all this stuff.
Because AI is here to stay, right? Because obviously, if you can't control it, it will control you. So you need to make sure that you can take control of it, right?
So that we can concentrate on the most important stuff and let AI do all the let us do the human stuff and let AI do all the design or any other smaller stuff. So that is us using AI as a tool in our product and services so that we can achieve the business goal.
And it ties back, it brings us to the full circle at the first start, is where you need soft skills, which AI does not have.
Yes.
Which means empathy, active listening, and communication, right? Because because AI works on prompts, right? And obviously they can't come up with random prompts on its own. So that's where the human comes into.
We are the one who set up those goals and objectives for the AI to achieve a certain at target.
Interesting. Okay. Good to know that. Okay. So thank you for sharing your knowledge with us. Thank you for that, and thank you for tuning in as well. If you have any comments, please message us or put your comments in the comment section. Feel free to reach out to AJ if you have any comments as well on his LinkedIn, and hopefully we'll see you around on our next episode. Stay tuned. Thank you.